Laborally, aka Catley. Oh my gosh, I almost had the craziest accident ever. But you have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast. I don't know. I just don't know what exactly was just going down a few seconds ago, but we getting it together. Just like it's weird. I don't know if anybody is watching on YouTube, but for some strange reason, I'm not live on YouTube right now, which is really, 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 really weird. But I'm gonna do the show anyway and figure it out later. But anyway, welcome to the show. What you need to know, it is Media Monday, and we are on the Gab beat. We are here for the nosiness, honey. We are here for it. We are here for it. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. You want to support the show, hit us up, $ capital LURLUCIDITY, Lower Lucidity. Um, I don't know what's going on here. It's crazy. But before I get to any of the juicy gab that we have for this podcast this evening, first I got to do this 15 seconds. I promise you 15 seconds. I'll be right back.
Want last-minute brand design help? Get top-tier Fiverr freelance creatives at your fingertips, fast, with secure payments and 24/7 support. Head to Fiverr.com today and get something started.
Okay. Hey, I'm back. Got a lot to talk about this evening. It's a lot of things that transpired over the last few days. It's Monday, but this weekend was very busy. Very busy. So we're going to get into some things. We're going to talk about Kelly Rowland. We're going to talk about Trey Songz. We're going to talk about what happened in Colorado, unfortunately. Tia Mowry, and a few other things. We got some things to get into this evening, so stick with the girl. But let's get to Kelly Rowland first. So I know you all have heard by now, but I'm going to speak on it. So Kelly Rowland wasn't having the booze when she announced Chris Brown's win for the AMAs, telling the haters and the audience to settle down. The Destiny's Child singer announced Chris was the winner for favorite male R&B artist. As soon as she mentioned his name, you could hear you could hear the booze in the crowd. Kelly shut that down hard. Chris said on social media Saturday the AMAs canceled his Michael Jackson tribute, but never explained why. Seems like a safe bet. That's why Chris was a no-show at the ceremony. As for Kelly, she heaped praise on Chris, thanking him for his contribution to music. Brown has become a lightning rod in the music industry and beyond, all imitating from beat this comes from the whole situation with Rihanna, because I'm not going to say that, but it came from the whole situation from Rihanna in 2009. Although Rihanna quickly forgave him, many fans did not. The conventional wisdom is that Chris would have soared much higher heights, but the brutal assault kind of hindered that. One person is clearly still in his corner is Kelly Rowland. Listen, y'all gotta let it go. I really, really hate, and hold on, let me open the phone lines really quick. But I hate that happens, that something happens, things go. I mean, people do fucked up shit all the time. Excuse my language, I'm cussing early, but it bothers me. I need y'all to stop throwing rocks at a glass fucking house. If you have not gone out here and lived the perfect life, then you cannot be out here condemning a man for something that he did in his past. He did it. We saw it. We saw what happened. Who are you to not forgive him when you got sent yourself? I'm just saying, let it go. That happened so many years ago. Rihanna has moved on. Rihanna done had a baby. Yeah, I'm opening the phone lines now if you would like to call in. So I'm just letting you guys know the phone lines are open. But who the freak are you to tell somebody I mean, to make somebody feel like they that's crazy. And tisk tisk, because I did hear that the reason why he didn't have the performance was because they decided to axe his performance from the situation. Oh no, we shutting down. Let me do this. Um, it's because they decided to axe his portion out of the situation because they didn't feel like it was a good look. Listen, we can't hang on to this Rihanna stuff forever. We can't. It happened. He did it. He apologized. He served his time. Who are you to keep holding that against that man? Like you, I need for people to realize that you're not perfect. Never, ever. I'm waiting for this to juice back up so I can open the phone lines. But I need the perfect people to stand up so I can see who the fuck you are. I do. I do. So let's keep it moving. Because we got much to talk about tonight. It just bothers me that that is something that we still dealing with. It's gotta be hard to be a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity, but it has to be freaking hard to be a celebrity. Because people always got some shit with them, y'all, and it bothers me. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Breezy out here been making music for people. Like he been making music for the soul for a minute now, and y'all just keep giving that man the blues. Cut it out. All right, so let's get to Trey Songz. So Trey Songz is on the police radar in New York after a woman claims he brutalized her last month. A claim he's calling BS on the alleged victim. The alleged victim filed a report in late October claiming that Trey punched her in the face repeatedly while inside of a bowling alley bathroom. We're told that she also alleges that Trey Songz dragged her by her hair and that she was taken to the hospital for what cops noted were visible minor injuries. The woman who is a worker at the establishment, but um, but it's unclear what might have, what might have precipitated this situation. There's not much context beyond her account, although sources say that the woman recognized Trey and identified him by name to the police after the fact. There's now an active case for this, and the cops are interested in talking to Trey at the very least. This is certainly not the greatest news for him, considering other accusations um, were hurled at him these past few years. An NYPD spokesperson confirmed that um, the investigation is ongoing. Trey was sued for the R word because I can't say it because they get me, but he was sued for the R word recently. But the case was dismissed. Hold on, y'all know that happens every night, but I'm just trying to make sure I'm on time for y'all. But anyway, so he was sued, but the case was dismissed over statute of limitation. There have been other instances of alleged inappropriate um scenarios attributed to the singer as well, all of which he denies and characterized as a shakedown. He also has been accused of being violent with people, including women, in the past. Trey's legal rep, a source close to the investigation, claims that Trey Songz um, has been cooperative with all authorities, and expects that when all the evidence is reviewed, that he will be exonerated. This is another instance where those involved try to blame the celebrity with hopes of getting fame and riches. You know what makes me mad about scenarios like this? It's like really, really. Because if it really happens to somebody, like if something really bad happens to somebody, and I'm not saying that he didn't do it, I'm not saying that he did do it. I don't know. Let me put this on the screen. I don't know if that's still in my Rolodex. I don't know. Everything on this podcast is alleged. We're reporting the news. But what I do know is this, right? If it didn't happen, it's bad for others whom are having these issues, for others whom are going through these type of scenarios. It's bad for them because now people don't believe them when they really come up and say, it's like the little boy that cried wolf, right? So I said this happened to me. And then everybody's like, oh no, I don't believe, because now they don't believe what I gotta say. And this happened to me because in the past, all of these other people are coming up and saying that it happened. Now, if it did happen, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Songs. I don't think that, and I told you I play devil's advocate on here. I think that a lot of times for some people, not all, I'm not saying for Trey Songs either, but he has had a lot of allegations set against him. I think that a lot of times people let the money and the celebrity go to their head and then they just start acting a fucking fool. They don't know how to get their life. They don't know that could be taken away from you. You don't always have to be a celebrity, and you'll still be a celebrity, but if everything's taken away from you, they're gonna be the different. Look how they did what's that boy's name? He used to play for the Cavaliers with LeBron and them. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of that child name right now. But it can all be taken away from you. You can one day you up and the next day you could be down. Like whatever. But I hope that that's none of this is true, sir. Um, I don't think that you should put your hands on anybody, but I certainly don't think that it should be you putting your hands on a lady. So that's this period. Everybody keep your fucking hands to yourself. How about that? Keep your hands to yourself. But that's that. Let's keep it moving. I gotta play a quick commercial. I'll be right back because we're gonna talk about Colorado next. But let me play this really quick. I'll be right back. It is me, your girl, Labora Lee, and today is a new day. Today is the day that you begin your podcasting journey. Today is the day that you will begin to be heard. How do you ask? Sign up for Red Circle. I'm telling you, I've been at this podcasting game for 2 years now, and joining Red Circle was one of the best decisions that I ever made. Sign up today for free. How? Just hit the link. You'll thank me later. Definitely will thank me if you're thinking about signing up a podcast. The link is in the description above or below, depending on how you're watching. But it's there. I say it's enough room for us all to do our thing. Everybody's thing is not the same. So why not? Why not? Anyway, let's get to Colorado. Oh, man. And I'm going to say some things after I read this story, but let me read. So the man suspecting of opening fire at a gay nightclub in Colorado Springs is being held on the M word, I can't say that, and hate crimes charges. Monday, 2 days after the attack, which was today, that killed 5 people. I said it and I didn't mean to, but that took out 5 people and wounded many others. Online court records show that Anderson Lee Aldridge, 22, faced 5 murder. Oh my gosh, faced 5 counts of taking some people's lives. So 5 charges for that. 5 charges for committing bias motivated crime based causing bodily injury and on Saturday night's attack at Club Q. It was immediately clear. It wasn't immediately clear if the allegations were formal charges filed by prosecutors and preliminary charges filed by the police. The hate crime charges would require proving that the gunman was motivated by the victim's actual or perceived sexual orientation. And I shouldn't have said that either, but it's hard. or gender identity. The attack was halted when a patron grabbed the handgun from Aldridge, um, hit him with it, and then pinned him down until the police arrived minutes later. Court documents laying out what led to Aldridge's arrest has been sealed at the request of the prosecutors, who said releasing details could jeopardize the investigation. Information on a lawyer for Aldrich was not immediately available. The law enforcement office said that the suspect used a AR-15 style semi-automatic firearm, but the handgun and additional ammunitions magazine also were recovered. Um, of the 25 injured at Club Q, some were hurt trying to flee, and it was unclear how many were hit. The police spokesperson said questions were quickly raised about the authorities, why the authorities didn't seek to take Aldridge's gun away from him in 2021 when he was arrested after his mother reported that he threatened her with a homemade explosive and other weapons. Oh my gosh. Since 2006, there have been 523 um mass situations, because I can't say the word. I hate that I can't. And 2,727 passings as of November the 19th. We live in a fickle, crazy, crazy fickle world, right? We live in a world where um it's hard to just walk out your house, let alone just be who you are. Nobody asked to be here, right? Our parents came together and they formed a bond, and then they had us. Nobody can control how they feel, about certain genders or whatever. We don't know if this was actually a hate crime, but it's seeming like it. Why would he target that specific place? Like, why would he go there? There's a million other places that he could go. Then on top of that, why are we out here taking each other out? Why? It makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, the disregard for human life is ridiculous at this point. And it bothers me. It does. And I'm not gonna lie. It bothers me. It bothers me. It bothers me. Like, life is already short by itself. We don't need people out here taking people out. And man, just like the situation with the young lady from North Carolina, that one kind of hit me hard too, because it's like, who do you trust now? Who can you trust? You can't trust the people that's supposed to be your friends. You can't trust that you could just go out and have a good time and just enjoy yourself and be happy and be free without somebody taking it upon themselves to take you out. That is crazy to me. That's insane to me. Oh my gosh, that's insane to me. Get it together, people. We gotta get it together. What are we on in time? Like, what the freak is going on out here? Like, seriously. It's a dangerous world we live in right now. And I'm quite sure, like people say all the time, well, it's been like that. Yeah, it's been dangerous. This is a different kind of scenario, though. I've seen violence. I come from a violent city. I've seen people do things. I'm 40 freaking 3 years old. I've seen a lot. This is different. This looks different. It's just crazy times right now, and it bothers me. It does. It bothers me something terrible. So I'm gonna keep moving because I don't want to dwell on this situation too long. It hurts. It hurts. It really hurts. Okay. 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 It hurts. Y'all are ridiculous. Let me get some juice. All right. Let's move on. Tia Mowry. So fans have praised Tia for revealing the reason why she and Corey Hardick have got the divorce after 14 years. The 44-year-old actress spoke candidly about her divorce during the Wednesday episode of Today with Hoda and Jenny. I don't know what that is, but wow. Speaking with the TV host, Mary specified the moment that she realized that her marriage was over. I knew when I really started to focus on my happiness, she said. I feel like women tend to focus on everybody else's happiness. I can agree with that. Making sure that everybody else is okay, meaning our children, our friends, and our family. She said there was a moment where she knew that something in her life had to change after the passing of her grandmother and her twin sister's niece, Elena Housley. There was just a aha moment in me where I said, you know what? We need to tap in and see what's really going on with your happiness. Life is short. Let's go. Let's start working on you and really focusing on what really matters to you, which is which is at the end of the day your peace, your joy, your happiness, that the actress explained. She credited therapy for helping her get through her divorce and explained why she viewed her split as a celebration. I look at it like a cir- no, I look at it like a circle, a curriculum when you're in college. I look at it like a curriculum when you're in college and high school. You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. She said, I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. At the end of the curriculum, there's a graduation and there's a celebration. Twitter users share how they also viewed their breakup as a positive thing. One person wrote, by quitting my marriage, I became a better mother because I was now happy. My my ex became a better father. We are successfully co parenting. 22 years after the divorce, we are still friends. In October, Mari took to Instagram to publicly announce her divorce from Hardick. I say this: everything that you do should not be wrapped around your relationship. And don't get it twisted. I love my dude, right? But the one thing that I'm grateful for is that I have a life outside of him. Don't get it twisted. Because that's who I am as a person. I'm a Libra. So it is in my heart and my soul to make sure that everybody around me is good. But there are moments where I have to take some time for me. It has to be about me and it cannot be about everybody else. And so I get what she's saying. I don't know what their marriage was like, so I can't really give a rebuttal on what that was supposed to look like for them. I can't because I don't know. Like I don't know what was going on in their household. I don't know I don't know these things. These are not things that I know. But what I say is you have to start by finding your own happiness. I tell people all the time, like, it's no way in hell that somebody else can make you happy. You have to make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it starts with you. Nobody else can. You feel me? Like, it's just, if you're not happy, then you're not happy, but they can't. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me turn it on. Like, hold on. If you're not happy, you're not happy, but you can't depend on another person to make you happy. You got to find your own fucking happiness. Like, seriously, dude. And I think that's where a lot of people get it twisted. Because when they get in these relationships, I'm getting with him because I need him to make me happy. I've never, hold on, I'm trying to share something really quick. I've never in my freaking life depended on my dude to make me happy. I make me happy. And then we go from there. You know what I mean? Like he has the ability to add on to my happiness, which he does. Very grateful to him for that. He adds to my happiness, but he is not the reason why I'm happy. I'm doing something. I'm talking to y'all, but I'm trying to make something happen. Uh, but he is not the reason why I'm happy. I'm happy because I choose happiness. I choose to let go of all the negative bullcrap. I choose to let go of all of the bullshit that comes along with life. I don't deal in drama. I keep my circle really, really tight. It's like a period. Because I don't need all of that extra bullshit around me. Um, don't get me twisted. Like I'm not a hostile person, but I've been in situations where I've been made to turn into that person, and I don't like it. So for me, it's easy to just maintain my peace by keeping my circle really tight, really close. I don't really hang with a lot of people. I used to back in the day. I don't do it now, but I also don't let my my daughter is part of my happiness. She is part of my happiness. But I don't depend on other people to make me happy. I'm just gonna be happy. And it's just gonna be what it is. And then when you come along, if you wanna add to my happiness, that's a beautiful thing and I embrace it. But I'm not I think that's where we get it, we get lost in the sauce a lot, is that we be looking for other people to make us happy and you can't. So I'm glad she's finding her happy place, but um yeah, you gotta make you happy, boo. All right, so I'm about to get into these quick topics, and then I'm gonna go to a commercial. I am, and then I'm gonna start showing love to my people. Big shout out to anybody who's watching from Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Even though I can't see it on YouTube, but it's cool. Big shout out to anybody who's watching this podcast. I got mad love for you, and thank you. Thanks. All right, so let's get to these quick topics because we got a couple. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not skipping any. Want to make sure not skipping any. Okay, no, I'm not skipping any. All right, so let's get to these quick topics. Kanye West says he's selling Balenciaga, Adidas, and Gap hoodies for $20 after the companies have cut all ties with him. Man, that's rough. That's rough. Oh, also, by the way, he's not only selling them; he's put his gay moniker on there. On all of the things that he's selling. So I'm guessing these are things that he had from when the ventures were good, and now he's putting them on the market. I mean, I'm not mad at it. So you gotta hustle, baby. You gotta get it done. You gotta get it done some kind of way because you got all this inventory now and it's not going. I don't think that this is it for Kanye though. I don't. I just think this is a rough patch and he'll get through it, hopefully. The NAACP demands all companies pause advertising on Twitter now that the former president, Donald Trump, is back on the streaming platform. But it's crazy. Let me tell y'all why it's crazy to me. And I'll explain it to you in 2 seconds. I need to get where I need to get to explain this. It's weird because I also read today. Because I also read today and I just saved it. And I'm glad I did. That Donald Trump says he won't be returning to the failing Twitter until Elon Musk calls him daddy. And I'm going to read the tweet. Elon rolled out the red carpet and is begging me to return to the failing Twitter. This is Donald Trump, by the way. But truth is special. We got the best ratings on any social. I feel like I should just be doing like the Donald Trump hands. We got the best ratings on any social media platform. Elon thinks about me noon, and night because he needs me more than I need him. He craves Trump so much that he can taste it. Ooh, this is scandalous. It's fun to watch him grovel at my feet. Hey, Elon, I'll come back when you call me daddy. What is going on with these two people? What happened? I don't understand. I thought y'all was friends. I thought y'all loved each other. I thought y'all was the best of friends. I just had to, because that was part of, I had to read that. Oh, I thought you guys were friends. What is going on, Trump? More quick topics. Blueface, he's fighting a case right now for attempted M word. In Las Vegas. His lawyer says that he is being overcharged in the Las Vegas situation. Um, let's get into it. Earlier this week, they shared that Los Angeles rapper Blueface was arrested for attempted M word, attempted an attempted hit on Tuesday, November the 15th. The incident, which happened last month, occurred after the alleged victim allegedly made a bad joke that did not sit well with Blueface and his entourage. Apparently, the joke was about the rapper allegedly talking to some female in a cheap vehicle. Ooh, that's why we was mad. Blueface's entourage allegedly retaliated by hitting the alleged victim, who then attempted to flee the scene, nearly running everyone over, claiming Blueface fired multiple shots at his in his direction, while Blueface has since been released from jail. He has been advised to remain tight-lipped as his case goes to trial on January the 24th. Y'all, I didn't never know what exactly the whole everything what happened. I didn't know. Now that I know what happened, uh, woo. Now he was released on $50,000 bail. I don't know if I said that already, but he was released on $50,000 bail. I think I did say that. Well, I didn't tell you how much it was, but he was released from $50,000 bail. From my understanding, WAC 100 and Krishan came together to make that happen. Um, it's crazy out here, man. It's nuts. It's really nuts. What we got on time? We got time. Um, so this next thing I want to talk about. Hold on, let me finish my quick topics because it's something else I want to talk about, and I'm not going to leave this podcast until I talk about it. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers star Jason David Frank has passed at the age of 49. I meant to ask my sister how she felt about that because she was really, really into the Power Rangers back in the day. I'm gonna ask her when I finish this podcast because we got family in town, so I'm gonna go kick it with them before I call it a night. But yeah, I'm gonna ask her how she felt about that. Meghan Markle and Harry, said Henry, Prince Harry, have a docu series that is about to drop on Netflix in December. I don't know how we feel about this. I don't know if I'm over the whole Meghan Markle thing. Like, I get that she's married to a prince. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. I don't think that we need to know every aspect of their life, though. It's already hard enough being a royal. Now you want to bring everybody into your like. I don't save some stuff, Megan, so we can come back later and be like, "Oh my gosh, that happened." When you putting it out there immediately, it's not. The suspense is gone. You kill the suspense. Chill out, Megan, because I know that was all you. That wasn't Harry. That was you. Anyway, and Princess Diana would probably be turning over in her grave right about now for this nonsense. But whatever. Now I wanted to talk about this really quick before I get to showing love because I've watched over the year and it's about something that's going on in my city. Let me read the headline really quick. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't get it together lately, y'all. I don't know what's happening to my body. Anyway, I'm tired all the time. It's quick. It's weird. Anyway, so over 150 Roman Catholic priests in the Archdiocese of Baltimore are accused of assaulting in this, what time is it? Because it's hard to not say, in a sexual and physical assault of 600 plus victims. So I'm gonna get into this. I wanted to talk about this one. This one, it hit home. So I'm gonna read it. Okay. So the Archdiocese of Baltimore accused of sexual and physical assault of 600 plus victims. An investigation has uncovered allegations of assault and abuse at the hands of hundreds of Roman Catholic priests in the Archdiocese of Baltimore. I'm not done, and I'm going to talk about this for a second. Um, More than 150 Catholic priests have been accused of abusing more than 600 victims over the past 80 years, ABC News reported. Maryland's Attorney General, Brian Frosh, has identified 115 of these priests who were prosecuted for abuse and had been identified publicly by the archdiocese as have been credibly accused of abuse, while another 43 have been accused of abuse, but their identity has not been released by the archdiocese. In 2019, surrounding the priest abuse results in 463-page report that has yet to be released. And when it is released, trust me, I'm bringing that one to the table. That's very important to the public. Frosh is working on getting the information and has filed a motion in the the Baltimore Circuit Court for its release, which is said to include information obtained by the grand jury subpoenas. Listen, I wanted to bring this one into the foreplay because I'm into the forefront because I've heard stories throughout the years. I grew up in Baltimore. I got a lot of family here, and I heard stories over the years, right, about people being harmed. There was even a case where a young man shot and shot a priest. I'm sorry, I couldn't say it. He hit a priest. Um, Let me see if I can pull the story up really quick. Because he had been abused by this priest, right? Um, and everybody was in shock and awe. There's also a story on Netflix right now, and it talks about priests doing harm. Um, yep. Priests doing harm to the young ladies that went to a school located here in Baltimore. And but the story, actually, that movie was kind of interesting because it starts with the story about a nun, but it does touch on what happens to them, what happened to them. And so it's been a long ongoing situation here. And I start by saying we have in my city, you have a huge Catholic demographic, and then we have a nice um Jewish demographic as well, and then a nice African American demographic. Some of those vary. Some are, Christians, and some are Baptists. Religious wise, Black people vary here, right? Um, I'm trying to find this one story. But anyway, a few years back, I heard the story a while back, a long time ago. I heard this story about this young man who had attacked the priest. I think he shot him. I mean, he hit him with the whatever. Um, and when it came down to it, the whole reason why he said that he did what he did was because that particular priest had been the one who was his abuser for many, many years. And it stuck with him, and it stuck with him for a very long time. And okay, the movie on Netflix about some of the situations is called The Keepers. So you go check that out, and it'll give you some insight on about the things that happen to a lot of these children within the Catholic Church. But yeah, the young man said that, those things that happened to them. And these are not uncommon stories. These things happen a lot. It's really about whether or not you want to listen to what's going on. And if I know everybody's like, oh, they're children. Yeah, no. Listen to them babies. Usually if something's happening to them and they telling you it's really happened to them, and you need to listen. But yeah, that was a big case here in Baltimore for a while, and there's many other cases that I've heard of as well. And I think I will cover them. I think I will cover them because there's no reason why a child should be hurt. There's no reason why anybody should be bringing harm to any of these babies. So I think that I'm going to use my voice. And we all know I'm an advocate for children. So I think that that's part of how I'm going to use my voice. I'm going to start really putting my foot down and really advocating for these babies who are out here being harmed, to these people who are not listening to them. I'm going to call them out. That's where my heart is right now. That's what I feel in my heart that I should be doing, because they're babies. And people prey on them because they are babies, and they feel like, and they can't tell nobody, and nobody would believe them anybody. Well, I believe them. I believe any child that comes to me and tells me that somebody is bringing harm to them, because I would never want that for my child. I would never, if she tells me that somebody's bringing harm to her in some kind of way, I'm inclined to believe her. I'm going to believe her, and it's going to be hell to pay for you. I just want you to know, because I'm crazy. And when it comes to her, I'm crazy, but when it comes to her, I will get crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna use my voice in that way. Children don't need to be harmed by anybody, but yeah, it's a big thing going on. It's a big thing going on, and a lot more of these priests are being called out. Unfortunately, like I said, it's over the span of 80 years. So some of these people will never be brought to justice. But if we can bring those to justice who are still here, who are still walking this earth, why the hell can't we? Why won't we? So yeah, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to keep talking about it, and I don't care. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to a quick commercial. I'll be right back, and then we're going to start showing some love, because I got some announcements. I'll be right back.
What does getting it all done actually look like? A lot like this. Meet your new workspace. Oh, I'm not sharing the right screen, am I? Let's try this again. Meet your new workspace. Your whole team, right here. Let me just, sorry, Karen. All those projects on hold, just a click away from complete. Success is closer than you think. It's actually over there, right next to your Success Manager. It's built to expand as needed. The perfect freelancer for every project? Yes, please. Go ahead. You can use the F word as much as you want here. This is your selection of global freelance talent that never sleeps. All vetted for their excellence and their expertise. Love you, Kevin. Only thing left? Add your favorites to your list and share with your team. Okay, not all of them. Leave it to them to tackle all your business needs, leaving you free. Well, at least free to get more done. That's how fast they work.
Ready to transform your business?
Oh, that looks good. Love that. Approved. Oh, still sharing my screen.
Honey, I had to, oh my gosh, I can't stop. No, I'm sorry. I had to burn some sage on that story. That story right there. It like really hit hard. And one is because it's a freaking factor here in my city, and nobody really talks about it for real, for real. So I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna stand up for my people, and I'm gonna be the one to talk about it. The phone lines are open 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. Let me get to showing some love, y'all. That one, oh my gosh, that one. Anyway, so top countries first, and then I'll get to everybody else. It's not that I love them anymore. It's just that they show the most love. So I feel like respectfully they should be mentioned first. Really. So first, the United States. My hey country, my country. Thanks for loving me and showing love and paying attention. I love you guys. You guys are extraordinary. Now these are the people from my listening audience. Um so the United States, France, because they've been here since day one, and I'm never ever gonna do them like that. They've been here. They've been my riders. Germany, big shout out to Germany. India, big shout out to India. The UK, big love to the UK. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Now, like I said, I love you all the same, but they just show the most love, so I show them love first. But let me keep going. I'm gonna say some countries, not in any order, but these are countries on our list that I appreciate all of the people that come through and listen. So Belgium, hi Belgium, thank you, and I appreciate you. I do. Thank you. hmm Thanks, Belgium. Hey. Um, Canada. Big love to Canada. Hey, Canada. Hey, y'all. Hey. No, I already said that. Because they were first. Because they've been coming through. It was India, by the way. Brazil, Mexico, Israel, Japan, Singapore, Ireland, Nepal. Hold on, I'm coming. Mauritius. Big love to Mauritius. Spain. Hold on. So we got Spain, the Netherlands, South Africa. Did I say Brazil already? Brazil. Yeah, I did say Brazil already. Philippines, Australia, Japan, India. No, I already said India. Hong Kong. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to repeat what I've already said, but it happens. So Russia, hi Russia. Switzerland, hello, darlings. Um, Turkey and Austria, big love to you. Big love to you. I love you guys. Also, big shout out to Kenya. Welcome. Hey, welcome. Yeah, they came in recently. And then Tunisia. Hi, Tunisia. I love you. I'm not doing well, I will get back to doing it, but I'm not doing City Love right now because as you can see, the list is getting longer and it's getting a little hectic when it comes to being able to show all the City Loves. But I will say this. I appreciate very much each and every person that comes through and downloads this podcast, pays attention. Oh, by the way, we got some new music coming on Friday too. But pays attention to what we got going over here and they see the vision, they see the movement, even if they are not visually watching me, which you can. You can go on YouTube, you can go on Facebook, our Facebook page, Ambitiously the podcast, on FB. You can see, but I love that you guys just come through just to hear what I have to talk about. That's a very, very important thing to me. So I want you guys to know that I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Man, you guys are extraordinary and I love you. I do. Love you very much. So yeah. Thank you. Love you. Anyway, so some things I have to say. because I have to say them. I do. And I say these things every night. But I say them with hopes that you'll listen to what I'm saying and, do some of the things that I asked you to do. And if, just listen. So, if you would like to come on the show, hit us up ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. Ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. Hit us up. Yes, hit us. Our phone lines usually are open during every podcast, and the number is 443-850-4828. 443-850-4828. And we accept text messages, so you can text us. You can call in. Know that when you call in, you will be on air, or you can ask me to drop the link, and I will. Or it's easy to just drop a comment, and I'll show you a comment on the screen. Know that when I do play music, because I said I got new music dropping on Friday, that when I do play music, I have full permission to play the music. Absolutely. And will continue to do so as long as they give me permission. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. It's free, and it's a way to support this podcast. So, if you want to support, you can spend money, but you can also do it for free. And we appreciate any option you choose. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. Make sure you stop by the boutique and check out what we got going on over there, and some new things are happening. I'll tell you about that later. I'm putting some things together, and Mama loves shoes, so we'll just say it's shoe related, and that will be in the boutique as well. I'm not gonna tell you just yet, but it's shoe related, and it'll be in the boutique. I'm very happy that I actually have my own situation about to happen. So yeah, well, it's already happened. I just got to get to work. But yeah, so it's happening. Ah, if you would like to donate to this podcast, hit us up, $ capital LURLUCIDITY, Laura Lucidity. Again, capital $ capital LURLUCIDITY, Laura Lucidity. The link is above and below, depending on how you're watching, but it's there. Remember that we are on all streaming freaking platforms. I don't care who it is. iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, um, man, uh, Amazon Music, Apple, everything. We are there. We are totally there, and you should be there too. So if you didn't get to check this whole podcast out, you can always go there and check it out again. Or you can go to YouTube, or you can go to Facebook. We're everywhere. I make it a point to be everywhere. How much time we got? We got a little bit of time. We got like a good 7 minutes. I don't know what's going on with this message, but we'll see. I got an incoming message. But yeah, things are really, really happening. And I'm very happy about the progress that we are making. Um, for me, it felt like it took forever because, you want things to click and you want them to happen when you want them to happen, but that's not how it works. Like it takes a lot of hard work, patience, and dedication. And one thing I can say I'm grateful for is the fact that I've been able to just have all those things have been in my favor. I've been working hard. I've been patient. And I've been very dedicated to the things that I've been doing over the past 2 years. So I'm grateful. The marketing company is on its way back. So that'll be on a website as well. I think because we had to condense it so where everything is in the same place. I don't want to send y'all to 50 different locations to look for things. I'm sorry. This heater is making a little heating pad on my back. But I didn't want to keep sending y'all to 50,000 different places. So it's going to be condensed to one area. Make sure you check out our, you can also check out our adult toy line on the website as well. It's called Movie Joie. Yeah, it's there. It's there. We sell some of everything. Clothes, shoes, adult toys. We got clothes for kids. We got some of everything. I might have gave up it. Well, I didn't explain exactly what's going on with the shoe situation, but it's happening. So, rock with your girl. Click the link, ambitiously entertainment.com. You don't even got to type it in, just click the link and it's here. I don't know where this, we got a message coming in, but it's just like taking forever to come in. So obviously, it's not somebody who wants me to read their message on the show. But yeah, so I got a few things to say before I get out of here, and I'm going to say them because that's what I do. Um Again, hold on, let me put this where it's supposed to be. hmm Okay, so first things first. Mind your mind your business. Everybody's business ain't your business. You ain't supposed to be in everybody's stuff and all that good stuff. Some stuff is just not meant for you to be involved in. So mind your business. Mind your business. Come here on Medium Mondays and I'll give you other people's business because that's what I do and don't mind doing it. And it's a safer way to, if you want to mind people's business, to mind other people's business. Um, Love your babies, hug your babies, kiss your baby. Tell them they can be anything they want to be. Tell them they are great. Tell them they are amazing. But make sure you encourage them. They need that. And that's real. Like I told y'all, I'm about to use my voice on a different standpoint. I'm about to be a very big advocate for children because they're children. They're innocent and they didn't ask to be here. We brought them here. So since we did that, we should be very good to them and be very mindful of the things that we're teaching them. If they want to work for NASCAR, encourage them to be the best pit boss or the best NASCAR driver they can be. If they want to work for NASA, encourage them to be the best astronaut or the best engineer or even the best janitor they can be. But the key word is encourage them. They need that encouragement very much. And you are the first example of what a great person can be. So, make sure you do that. Um, and last but not least, stay in your motherfucking lane. I keep trying to tell y'all that. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Cause you jump in this lane, that's what you get. I can promise you. Absolutely promise you. You don't want her. You do not want her. You don't want her. You want her. She's cute and sweet and cuddly. She's so cute. You want that one. You don't want the other one because the other one come out, it gets really super freaking ugly and it's not nothing nice. So stay in your lane. And usually what happens when you cross lanes is a collision happens. And who the fuck wants that? Nobody. I don't want it. You shouldn't want it either. Stay in your lane, y'all. Stay in your lane, stay in your lane, stay in your lane, baby. Just stay in your lane. Everybody's lane is not your lane. Okay? Okay? Make sure y'all go. If you haven't seen, if you missed some shows or some episodes, go back, watch them, go back and listen. We love you guys. To those who do show support for this show, very much. Thank you so much. And I gotta get out of here. I got family to kick it with. This is a family week. I got family here from North Carolina, so I'm excited about it. I'm gonna get ready to go hang out with them because it's always a blast when they come through. So, with that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning into this podcast again. And good night. Bye.